Hello, everyone. Welcome to Busy Lizzie's Budget. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me today. This is the video we have all been waiting for all month long. It is the unstuffing of my pouch of finished savings challenges. So we're going to get into this in just a moment. I want to just say a couple quick things before. But before I say a couple quick things, let me go ahead and put up a video of both of the dogs when they were on Matt. He was editing one of my videos, and so we were all in my office. So they didn't really perform for the camera. I started taking a video because they were being really cute, but then they got camera shy and didn't do anything once I pulled out the camera. But I have a short clip I can show you right now. Why are you both on Daddy? Huh? Why are you both on Daddy? Aw. Diego's giving Daddy kisses. Ditto. Hi, bud. Ditto. Ditto, man. Ditto. I totally forgot that today was Friday. I was thinking that last night that today was going to be Thursday. So I got a little bit confused, but a few days ago, whatever day it was, I did go and pick up Matt's mom from the hospital that was far away. We got her home and it started at the hospital. Actually, it was really scary. I got one of my terrible complex migraines. I did not have a migraine pill with me, and I always have one everywhere. I never leave the house without one. So it was just a random thing. So I couldn't take my migraine pill, which means it got out of control. And so we were waiting for her to get discharged, and poor lady, she's trying to take care of me. I'm taking washcloths and I'm wetting them with water and squeezing them all over my body because I feel like I'm going to throw up. I'm so nauseous. The pain in my eye was so bad, but obviously I didn't leave the hospital with her until my blurry vision returned to normal. But by then my left eye felt like a knife was going through it. And then I had to drive an hour and 15 minutes like that. I kind of had my left eye shut most of the ride. Don't tell anyone, but we got her home safely, and then I just couldn't get rid of the migraine for a few days. So I have just been napping a lot with my boys, my little doggies, and I am finally feeling mostly better. So I do apologize the video is late. I just want to say one more thing, I believe, and if I think of anything else throughout the video, I'll tell you, but I am going to have an Etsy launch, and I want to announce the date. I don't think I have yet. It is going to be, today's Friday, not tomorrow, but the Saturday after. So the launch will be on Saturday, September 13. It will be at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be announcing that in other videos throughout this week. It'll be in every description box. And also, what was I going to say? It's going to be a fall launch. So it will have fall items, and it will also have some Halloween items. So it'll be fall and Halloween. And I'm so excited. I can't wait for it. I've been working hard for it. And we're going to go ahead now and grab that pouch so we can start unstuffing this money. So I'll be honest with you, before I do these videos, because they can get a little crazy, I normally go through the pouch and see what's in there and what's going on. I did not do that today. I thought today I would just take you guys for a ride with me. And so it might take me a minute to figure out what challenges go with what goal and things like that. But we're just going to do this together. So again, I have not gone through this. So let me take out this stack of money. I never ended up looking for my larger clip, so it doesn't have a clip on it, but that was from a previous video. And then we have a good amount to do here today, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so here are all of our challenges, and I think I'm gonna make a thumbnail quickly from the beginning of this video, so just one second. Okay, so I just got finished making a thumbnail that I may or may not use. We'll see later, but we need to sort this. So again, I'm just going to do this with you guys, which I don't normally do. I like the videos to go more smoothly, but we're just going to be real and sort these in piles. And what I mean by sorting these in piles is certain goals go towards different things. So this is from the cassette tape binder. This is going to go toward my yearly financial goals. And a lot of these other challenges will as well. But we have some other challenges that, like this one, this says max. This is one for my son's binder. We finished, so we're going to put it in his account where I'm saving for him. And this is for my daughter, Addie. So that's what I mean about putting them in piles. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort these. They might be off screen for a minute, but that's okay. So we have, a lot of these will be just for me, but so for the cassette tape binder, that's towards my yearly goal. So I'll put those over here. And then this one says Addie. I guess I forgot I had finished so many for my kids. So we'll put Addie there, Max down here. And then, let's see, we have another one for Addie. And then, okay, all these summer ones go in the pile with the cassette tape binder. All these summer ones, because those were from the summer binder. Let's see what else. This was from the summer binder. And I think that's all I see for now. So we'll put those in that corner. Again, it's a little bit off screen. You can't see it. That's okay. Okay, this one says Max. So Max. And this says Max. I think this is him as well. Someone reminded me to put their names on them, so thank you very much, because both of my kids have this challenge and they have duplicates. So that's for Addie. And this one's for Addie. Oh, yep, we finished them both. This one's for Max. We finished them both at the same time. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where the rest of these came from. Oh, this one's for Max. So I think these came from my minis binder because I finished my minis binder. So these I know are from my minis binder. This, and then this wasn't so many, but it was in there, and so was this. So the ones that when I finished my minis binder, these go toward my own goals, as well as from the summer binder, the cassette tape binder. So these are all going to be toward my financial goals. And then we have, this money, I really should have clipped this. Okay, we'll put those aside. And then we have Addie and we have Max. So let's go ahead. What I'm going to do today is I am not going to put all this money in their binders because, as you can imagine, I can't take this much cash and stick it in an envelope or in several envelopes. It's way too much. So after this video, I'm going to go to the bank, deposit this money, and then say Max's pile comes to $200. I would switch this with the bank and get two $100 bills, and I would put it in my envelope where I'm saving for him, and I would update the tracker and say that we're adding $200. So that's what we're going to do, but I will at least let you know how much we're adding to Max's savings, Addie's savings, and then my financial goals. So I'll update the trackers and put the money in off camera, but I will let you know before the end of the video where all this money is going to and how much is going to each thing. I hope that makes sense. And I'm explaining a little more today just in case anyone is new. One more thing I'm going to explain is that for Max and Addie, they have their own savings accounts and things. This is just where I am saving for them. I wanted to gift them each $1,000 when they graduated high school, and I want to gift them each $5,000 when they graduate college because both of them have a desire to go to college. So that's where we're at right here. So let's start with this. I think Max's pile is smaller. Let's go ahead and start with his. And again, all this money is going to end up going together in a tray for the bank. That's why I need to write it on the sticky note where how much is going into what. So we'll go ahead and do that. So first, let me just go ahead and sort these out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have piles. These are all of the savings challenges for my son's savings. So I'm going to write Max on here. And then here's my beautiful sloth pen that Erica made me and gifted to me. Erica from Black and Blue and dripped by e.com. I love my sloth pen. So let's go ahead and we're going to count. I'm going to leave the 50 to last because I don't think we need a calculator. So let's see how much we can add to Max's savings. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490, 500. Okay, and now I'm going to go. My dogs are barking like crazy upstairs, so I'm going to go check on them, and then we'll be back to finish counting. Okay, I'm going to apologize right now once, and I'm not going to apologize again, but you might see a lot of cuts in my video. I usually don't take breaks or have too many things I need to cut out of the video, but I'm going to have to keep taking breaks because I have dogs. And if not, then I can't ever film videos. So it is what it is. I am home alone. So this is the way it's going to be for this video. Okay, so we have 500 and 10, 20, 35, 535, 36, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 551, 2, 3, 553. I am super excited about that. Okay, so I will also say that I'm not going to keep $500 in my son's account. I'll end up sending that to, instead of having it in the envelope in my binder, in my safe, I will send this to Capital One 360. I have a savings account for him and for my daughter and for all of my categories where I save for. When they get over a certain amount, I send them to the bank. So this I'll actually be sending, I'll be depositing it into my bank today, into my checking, and then making a transfer over to my Capital One savings account that says Max. But this is an amazing amount. So I'm so excited about that. So I'm going to just put this to the side, and then let's go to my daughters. So my daughter's Addie. She just started her junior year in high school. So that is so exciting. She is so busy. She is working still at the ice cream shop. She is helping out during the day instead of study hall. She's helping the special needs kids, and she's doing sports with the special needs kids after school. And she is very artistic. And now she has taken on helping out. I guess the school's art teacher recruited her to help with the school play. I guess they're doing the Little Mermaid, and the sets that they have they're quite elaborate. And so they recruited her to be on the tech crew. And so right now she's making a boat with wood for the Little Mermaid, and she's painting it. So she's actually designing that with wood and stuff. So anyway, that'll be interesting. So she is pretty busy right now. And I didn't mention this, I don't think, but my son he is in college for the first time. I miss him so much. I still haven't had a huge good cry yet, but I also knew that we were dropping him off August 24th. And I knew that he'd be coming home the first time for a quick, their school just has some random break at the beginning of October. And so he's coming home for a few days in October, right around his birthday. So I will get to see him soon-ish. Okay, so for sake of the video, I left these ones together for counting, but I double checked them when I put them in these little bank slip roll things. I will take out this one. It should be 100, but I want to make sure that one is correct. And then, oh, I guess I haven't sorted the money yet, but Addie didn't have that many different challenges. So I can just do it right now while I'm talking to you guys. Some of it might be off screen, but let me grab it real quick. Okay, so for Addie, we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 245. I'm just going to write that down. I don't think my brain's going to remember that number. So let's write that down. And then we have 25, 50, 75, 100 and ones. So plus 100, we're at 345. Plus $2 is $347, which is good that we had more for Max because we recently finished a ton more of Addie's. I think last month it was. So her account's a lot higher. Okay, so 347. So that is so exciting. And so I'm going to put her money to the side as well. These are not challenges we did in 1 month. They're challenges that we just finished over the past month. Just wanted to make that clear. Okay, so now let's pull, I am not going to recount all this. We have 1550 from the cassette tape binder. So I am not going to count that. I'll put that to another side. And so for me, I'm going to just write the 1550. And then let's get out, let's get out my challenges. So these are the ones I need to separate, get the binder clips off, and then take the challenge away and sort the cash. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I have done this cash unstuffing so many times, and I never thought about when I pull the money off of each challenge, putting it down and crisscrossing the stacks. That just made it so much easier because I didn't have to go through every bill. I just knew I could fan, and then once we got to the next number, I knew that I could just grab, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm so glad I just found out a faster way to do that. We're going to have to use the calculator because we have a lot of ones and stuff like that, but I'm so excited to see how much this comes out to. So I'm going to take off the sticky note that says what's in my kids. I'm going to put that behind me. We'll start a new one. I know I have the 1550 from that cassette tape binder we finally finished, but let's just start here on this sticky note with what I have among all the other challenges I finished that go toward my own goals. Okay, so let's start with the 20s. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200. So 200. And then I'm going to count these by one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so 22 would be 220. Okay, and then for fives, we have quite a few fives. We have 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 225. Okay, 225. And then we just have all of these ones that are left. Again, I'm going to keep putting stuff off the screen because I have it written down, so we don't really need to see everything. So I will have my husband fast forward while I count all these ones, and I don't see my sort quick. So it's going to take me, oh, here it is. It's hiding, but here it is. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put on some of this so I can count faster, but still accurately. And we'll see how much is in here, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with my money and what goals we're going to put it towards. So I'll probably put these down in stacks of 25. Okay, so I'm going to begin now, but it'll be fast forwarded. So 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, and 24. Okay, so this stack only has 24. So we have 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, and then instead of 150, it would be 149. So I'm going to add these numbers up to see how much we saved. So 9 and 5 is 14, carry the 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, and then 2, 4, 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, so 794 is what I got. Let me just double check my work. And 149. So 794. We're going to add the 1550 to it from here. So I'm going to write up here. So I just remember for my own records when I'm writing things in the tracker later. So 1550 plus the 794 is 2344. Okay, that is crazy. I almost have to do that again. 1550 plus 794. Okay, so that cassette tape book, even though it didn't save as much as I thought, for this right now, for this cash unstuffing, that is an amazing amount to put toward our goals. And I am very, very happy with that. Okay, so just in case I know there are some of you, let me clean up these ones. Let me go ahead and do that. Let me get these off the screen. Some of you do like to know how much we saved in total in challenges that we finished over the month. So what I'm going to do is, it would be the 2344, and it would be plus those two numbers from the kids. So 2344 plus 553 we saved for Max, plus the 347 we saved for Addie. So the total for the video is $3,244 in finished challenges. Now, I just want to remind you, you're talking to the girl, or you're listening to this girl who always had about $10,000 on credit card debt. And as soon as I make a payment, I go spend more and max it out again. So this is absolutely insane. So all this to say that savings challenges do work. I don't know if they work for everyone. I feel like they could work for everyone, and I feel like they should work for everyone, but they work for me. So this is crazy to think that that's the amount I would have spent this month. And I seriously would have back in the day. I'm not even kidding. So 3,244 we saved total. Now we know that. So what I'm going to do is, actually, let me just get out my sinking fund binder right now. I have them close by. Let me go ahead and grab them, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I know I told you guys I wasn't going to write in the trackers or anything right now, and I won't, but let's just see how much we're going to have in total. That way I don't have to have my husband put screenshots on the video later. I can just tell you right now. So Max was 553. So let's see what we have in here. There's nothing in here. So let's see. So there's exactly 1,000 in the bank in the high yield savings I have for him. And there's nothing in here. So, and yes, he is at Colgate, which is a private college in Hamilton, New York. Okay. So Max, I don't even need a calculator. So Max has 1,000 in the bank. So the total I'm going to have saved for him is $1,553. And that is out of the 5,000 I need to save. I've already given him the 1,000 for gift for finishing high school. So whatever we have right now, once we get to 5,000, we're done. We're done saving for him for college gift. So we're at 1,553 out of 5,000. So I'm actually super excited about that. And then for Addie, let's see what's going on here. Let me pull out this money. So 2,300 in the bank, and then we have $61 here. So that is correct. So we have 2,300. And then 347 we're adding today. So she'll be at 2,647. But because she hasn't graduated high school, we're going to use 1,000 of that for the high school gift. So we're at 1,647 for her out of the 5,000. And of course, we have an extra 2 years for her. So I'm not as concerned about that. Okay, let me put these back in nicely. So now you know the totals of what those are going to be as soon as this video is over. And now we get to decide what we are going to do with the money for my goals. So it's 2,344, the 1,550 from the cassette tape binder, the 794 we just did. We just counted and finished challenges. So let me get out my goals again. I love my little binder. It says wake each day with gratitude. And I love that because some days you kind of need to, or it's going to be a pretty rotten day. Okay, so these were my financial goals originally, and it's actually going to be a pretty short video. Wow. So those were, hold on. I have revised goals in here. Where did they go? Oh, they're behind it. Okay. I'm not even going to take it out of this. So let's look at what we have going on. We have save $2,500 for Christmas, And we already have in the bank, I believe it is, see, I wish I could just go on my phone right now and tell you. I could look it up quickly, but I can't because I'm filming with my phone. But it's, I believe, $12.75 around there for Christmas. And my goal is $2,500. So we're still working on that goal through my binder, my Christmas binder with savings challenges. So once we finish that binder completely, then we'll see how much more money we need left, if any, to save for Christmas. So we're not going to touch Christmas today. Save $7K toward a new roof. So this is actually it's good that I go over this with you guys because I need to go over it for myself anyway. So I did check before this video, and for the last few months, I've been putting $500 directly from when I get paid, transferring it right into my Capital One 360 savings that says roof. I've also been sending $500 to my account that says Roth IRA. So I just make the transfer, so no money needs to move hands. So I wasn't sure if I started that in January or when I started that. So I did look it up, and both of these accounts, and so these are the two goals we're going to look at today, and we're going to put the money toward both of them or one of them. Okay. So in the IRA, sorry, let's talk about the roof first. Save $7K toward a new roof. So we already have, let's get a calculator. The goal is $7,000 for the year, and we're going to subtract the $2,000 we already have in the bank that we've saved. That means we need to save $5,000 more. This book we're using, the Savings Challenge book from Lindsay, A Boy Mom Loves to Save, it's going to save us, I'm going to subtract $3,150. And yes, we need to totally work on this book. So above and beyond finishing this book, we still need, when we finish this book, $1,850. So we need $1,850, and then let's see, I'm not going to write that down. I'm just going to put this to the side. And then, okay, toward the Roth IRA, it's the same thing. We need $7,000. We have $2,000 in the bank. We have $5,000 left that we need. So, and we don't have a savings challenge. We don't have one of these books, but we have the book we've been doing from Drew once a month. And so that book is almost finished. So I believe it saves around, was it 2,000, 3,000, 1,000? I don't even know. So I don't know how much left we're going to need until, what was I going to say? Until we finish that book. We're going to finish that book this month. So at the end of this month or the beginning of next month, we're going to know exactly how much we need to save, how much left we need to save for our Roth IRA. And we've been doing that through Etsy Pay, which has been really nice. So we have to decide what we're going to do today. We have the 2344, and yeah, I guess I'm wasting sticky notes. I should have just gotten a piece of paper. We have the 2344. I think that, oh my goodness, this is so hard. I think I'm going to take out I'm going to do 344 in cash beside me before I go to the bank. I'll use 344 cash dollars to put into this book. I have no idea how much is in this book, and I don't want to do a bunch of math and waste time and count on or off camera. So I'm going to do this off camera. I apologize, but I don't want this video to be super, super long. So I'm going to do this off camera, and I will put 344 into this book by scratching these numbers and things like that. So I wish I had time to make more videos so you could watch me do it, but I'll go ahead and we left off here in the book. So I will go ahead and do that. And then we still have the 2,000 left. So the minus the 344, we have 2,000. So, and again, we have the roof and the IRA. So I think I'm going to split it down the middle. I know it's not exactly splitting it down the middle because we're putting the 344 toward the roof, but I know you guys like to know what I'm going to do with the money. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use the back of one of these sticky notes. So it's going to be, we're going to put 1,000 in the IRA, and then it would be 1,344 for the roof. And out of that 1,344, 1K is cash. Sorry, nope. 1K is to the bank, and then 344. This is so messy, and you may not even be able to see it. I'm so sorry, but if you're listening, you'll know what's going on. So that is the breakdown. Out of the 2344, 1,000 to the IRA, 1,344 to the roof. When I hit end on this video, I'll put money into that book. All this other cash is going to the bank, and then I will be transferring the amount of cash that was for my son and my daughter into their accounts. I'll be transferring the rest into my Roth IRA and into the Roof account that I have in the bank. So that is what's going on with this video. That is all I have for you guys today. I know this was a shorter unstuffing video, but I'm happy about that. Matt will have less editing time. He is going to edit this as soon as he gets home from work. He's going to come straight home from work and edit it right away. Even if he does that and we put it up to YouTube, it still is going to take a few hours. So when you see this, it will be Friday night at the earliest. Remember my Etsy launch, Saturday, September 13, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And there will be a video next week, Friday, showing everything that's going to be in the launch and telling the prices. So if you're interested in that, watch out for next Friday's video, the day before the launch. And the only other thing I didn't get to do is to ask you guys how you are doing. So I hope everyone's kids or grandkids or nieces or nephews have all started school. I hope that they're doing great, having a good year so far. Let me know in the comments how that's going. Is anybody still out on summer break? I'd like to know that too. Tell me how you guys have been. I miss you all. And if you do regularly comment, I recognize you. I know who you are. I love keeping tabs with you guys. And I'm going to be filming another video today. It should be a weekend bonus video. I know, kind of weird, but it's either going to be a bonus video or it'll be Monday's video. And then instead of doing the video I had planned for Monday, I might do my bonus video then. I really don't know yet, but you'll see whatever comes. Sorry, Diego was shaking his collar. You'll see whatever ends up happening, but I just want you guys to know I love you so much. I appreciate you so, so much, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments. Have a great day. Bye.